Hi everyone, I'm really honored to have this opportunity to share my research with you today. The title of my presentation is A Study on Evolutionary Characteristics of the Multidimensional Shrinkage of County Towns in the three northeast provinces of China. The project was done under the guidance of my teachers, Yi Xiaoxiang and Liu Yibo. My research mainly focused on the spatial and temporal evolution of shrinkage county towns and the multidimensional relationships that comes with these shrinkage. In simple terms, I'm looking at how these towns are shrinking over time and space, and how different factors interact during the process. First, let's talk about the background. Urban shrinkage is something we are increasingly facing, and it's only getting worse. This isn't just happening in one place. Urban shrinkage is a global phenomenon. However, northeast China, in particular, is experiencing some of the worst shrinkage. It's become more common, more severe, and it's affecting more areas. Despite how serious this is, research on the topic is still fairly limited. On one hand, shrinkage threatens urban development by slowing down economic growth, leading to imbalanced development and causing social and economic decline. On the other hand, there is not enough understanding of how urban shrinkage works, especially in county town levels. So my research is meant to fill some of these gaps and help us understand what's happening and how we can respond. My study covers 5 main areas: how shrinkage evolves, spatial patterns of shrinkage, temporal changes over time, multidimensional correlations, how different factors like population, economic, and society are linked, strategies to address shrinkage. The area I focused on includes Heilongjiang, Jilin, and Liaoning province. This is a historically important region for China, but due to economic restructuring and changes after the reform and opening period, this area is facing major challenges like population loss, economic slowdown, and declining incomes. To measure shrinkage, I used 8 indicators and applied entropy method to create a shrinkage model. This helped me analyze how shrinkage has evolved in terms of space, time, and multidimensional correlations. Here's my main findings. First part is spatial distribution evolution. In terms of population, shrinkage started with scattered areas, then some regions clustering, and eventually spread out wildly. However, the overall clustering is not that strong. For the economic, shrinkage shows a strong clustering effect at different times, but the center of the clusters kept shifting, meaning that the economic shrinkage is a bit more unstable. Socially, shrinkage did not show any clear patterns or clusters. It was more scattered and uniform in distribution. And the second is spatial pattern evolution. Population shrinkage got worse, starting at the border and moving inward. In the economic dimension, shrinkage clusters shifted from a northeast-southwest axis to a northwest-southeast axis over time. At the next part, evolution of shrinkage severity. I divided the shrinkage patterns into 4 major categories and 8 subcategories. The 2 most common patterns in terms of population were growth, followed by shrinkage, and then continuous shrinkage, or direct shrinkage to sustained shrinkage. Over time, urban areas tended to concentrate into these shrinkage patterns. In the economic dimension, It was like peeling off towns that had been growing and then seeing them fall into shrinkage. Over time, the differences between towns became more polarized. The social dimension remains stable overall, with stable growth in some towns, especially in Zone 1 or 2. And the next is evolution of shrinkage dimensions. The main dimensions of shrinkage were population shrinkage on its own, or a combination of population and economic shrinkage. As shrinkage progresses, the number of dimensions affected doesn't really increase that much. And the next is multidimensional correlation evolution. At the start, there was a significant correlation between population, economic, and society shrinkage. But as time went on, the connection between population and economic or society became weaker, while the relationship between economic and society stayed strong. And the next is Greek correlation analysis of multidimensional factors. From the Greek correlation analysis, we found that the relationship between factors like population, economic, and society showed some clear patterns. For example, there was a strong correlation between population shrinkage and factors like per capita fiscal revenue, hospital beds, and GDP. Based on these findings, I have come up with 3 suggestions to address urban shrinkage. First, strengthen shrinkage monitoring and create specialized plans to respond to shrinkage. Second, optimize urban spatial layouts by taking advantage external region strengths and rethinking how we use space. The third one is promote spatial compactness to improve the quality of urban development and use resources more efficiently. That's the end of my presentation. Thank you for your listening, and I'm happy to take any questions or comments you might have.